Black women, you know there's a sucker born every minute, but I'm not one of them. Let me tell you what happened to me not too long ago. You see, I don't like to do the same thing over and over again, so I don't belong to a gym. I like to, pay as I go, whether it's for yoga classes or Pilates classes. And in this situation, it was a step aerobics class that I was taking. And it was real close to my place. I live like in the arts district, in Los Angeles. And I was taking this step aerobics class. It was pretty cool. It was over the summer, and the instructor, she was, a really nice, I guess you could say, from a male perspective, she was a nice looking lady. She was a white lady. She was blonde, and she was from Texas, and she was pretty cool. I didn't have a problem with her. And she decided that she wanted the class to do something different. Instead of her teaching, by the way, just to let you know, this was like a 2-hour, high impact workout class, right? And it's pretty much offered like every 6 weeks, and you have to pay for it. It's like $10 a class, right? So we were taking a 10-minute break, right? And she had asked the entire class, she said, I want you guys to break up in groups, and I want you to create your own workout routine. I guess, I want to see how much of you guys learned in terms of coordination and how to, be original in your workouts. So each group had to be led by a team, and I was a team leader, which I didn't mind. I didn't care. So I led the class I think it was maybe a 10-minute workout. Each group got 10 minutes, or between 5 to 10 minutes, right? And I led the class, and she was pretty impressed with the way that the class was going. And after it was all said and done, she complimented me. She said, you run the class pretty well. I like the way you operated the class. You should consider teaching. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I never thought about teaching an aerobics class. Never. Trust me, never. The money's good, but it's just not what I'm into, right? And, after that, she was trying to be, kind of friendly with me. Now, there were other black ladies in the class, but there was something about me. I don't know what it was. I mean, at first I thought she might have been gay, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not homophobic at all. I'm just not gay. And she wasn't either. She actually had a boyfriend. But we were talking about, how to get, pepped up in the morning, because, some of the ladies, they had a hard time, getting energy in the morning. And so she was like, well, stay away from, no energy drinks, don't drink coffee. And if you do drink coffee, just make sure it's a small cup, don't do that. It's not good for you. And, I like Red Bull, but, whatever. I was listening to her. And then we started talking about coffee. And we started talking about all different varieties of coffee. And I was like, well, if I drink straight coffee, it upsets my stomach. So I have to put cream in my coffee and, a little bit of sugar. I was using stevia, which is like an herb. It's sweet, but it's an herb. It's not sugar, but it's sweet like sugar. It's called stevia. And so I asked her, I said, do you ever drink coffee? She's like, yeah. I said, well, do you drink it straight, or do you put cream and sugar in your coffee? She goes, no, I like my coffee the way I like my men, like a jet black. I didn't say anything, right? I kept it real cool. I smiled, and I actually acted like it didn't really hit me, but I knew where she was going with this, and I didn't fall for it. there were other black ladies in the class, and they were busy, like, you know, they were outside laying down, relaxing. And I was sitting on my step, and, you know, I was stretching my back, and, you know, we were just talking. And then we went back to the, you know, to the class. We were exercising, and then at the end of the class, as I was gathering up, you know, my belongings, I was putting my step away, I was putting my yoga mat away, and she was over in the corner talking with some other ladies, and then she looked over at me and she goes, "Hey, you know, what kind of men do you like? You like white guys? You like black guys?" And I had to be very careful because, see, I'm not like, you know, black men. I don't blurt stuff out like, you know, I don't fuck with black dudes. I would never say that in public. I'm very, I'm very cautious what I say in public, especially when there's, you know, people around. And there were a few black guys in there too, so I had to keep my cool. And I just basically said, you know, I do the same thing that black guys did. I said, "Oh, you know, I like all men, you know." She goes, "Oh, well, I'm going to have to set you up with somebody. I know somebody would be perfect for you." And I looked at her like, no. I've never had a problem getting a man, ever. Even now, ever. Never have I ever had a problem. But I thought to myself, let me ask her some questions. I said, "Well, what does he look like?" And she's like, "Oh, he's a really nice, you know, African-American guy. You know, he's friends with my boyfriend." And I looked at her and I thought to myself, well, if he's all that, why aren't you setting him up with one of your white girlfriends? Why are you putting him on me? I just thought that was kind of strange. See, I have a rule, black women, and I developed this rule about 3 years ago. Never be friends with your replacements. Let me say it again. Never be friends with your replacements. Now, the last thing that I want is a white woman setting me up with a black guy. No, that doesn't work with me. And I thought it was very, very, very odd. I wanted to share that with you, black women. Just, you know, I'm just going to leave it at that. Never be friends with your replacements. It ain't a good idea. I'm out.